Welcome back, everyone, to the Spring Major Expert Division opening round. Here we're going to be going over holes 16, 17, and 18. Starting with hole 16, we're going to be playing Goliath Rough Bump. We're going to use P0 plus side spin 1 plus and wind 5. All right, so it's a wind 5, Goliath 8 plus shot. The adjustment is P4 numbers plus 40% max. We're using 5 top spin only, no curl, no OP. You're going to want to pull this one with a slight 1201 flicker. And you're going to want to have, with spin added, you're going to want to have the tip of the ball guide about a quarter of a square short and aimed at the center of the pin. For best results, we recommend starting with a basic ball so that you can add your top spin without adding any incidental side spin. All right. The only tweaks that are needed for this one are the wind strength tweaks. So if your wind is between 4.9 and 5.8, minus 0.1 from the adjustment. If your wind is 5.9 to 6.3, then there is no change. Right. Alternatively, this same setup can be played with side spin. So I'm playing the same, everything exactly the same as this shot here, with the exception that you can also play it with a 5 side spin ball, and you can play it with 4 top spin and as much side spin as you can get. It's usually like 4.5 side spin, 4 top spin with your Goliath. Obviously a wind 5 ball, right? And then you'll set up to where the tip of the ball guide is just touching the front center of the cup. You'll be a little bit more to the right of the pad, and that will give you a little bit different road to the hole. So try this one first, see how it works for you. If this one is giving you problems, you can take everything that you're doing here and you can do it with a 5 side spin ball. The only difference is you're going to be set up about 3 rings left of where this one is set up, and you'll have your yellow ring will be touching the rough fairway line on the pad just in front of the target here. So you'll be a little bit further left, you'll be a little bit further up, but it's 4 top spin, 4.5 right spin, same adjustment, P4 plus 40 max. Ball guide just touching the center of the cup. Works exactly the same. And if this one's giving you problems, you can try that one as an alternative. They both worked well for me. So that is hole 16. Hole number 17 is played. We're gonna send an Azert blast down to Endbringer range. Now this one here, I am likely going to make a couple of minor tweaks to this adjustment, and when I figure out exactly what needs to happen, I'll post a separate video for hole 17. As normal, this everything worked really well in practice, and then caught a weird wind angle when we went live, hit great left and ended up in the water. So for that reason, I'm gonna come back and tweak this drive a little bit just to keep it safe. You can see we're coming really close to the rough on the left there. So the shot's good as long as you're not hitting any great left. You can reduce a little bit of curl there, maybe take a little bit of topspin off to try and ensure that it's a little safer for you. But P5 plus 10% max, no push up, 4 topspin, 2 left spin, full controlled OP. You want to pull the drive with a slight 1159. And for the starting position, if you were paying attention, we have the bullseye splitting the rough on the right side of the fairway at P5 max extension. I'll show you that again in a second. Then you'll release it. You'll adjust P5 10 max, no push up. Full controlled OP on the drive. For the approach shot, it's the standard in-bringer rule, P5 plus 20% at slider using the standard EB method. No spin, no curl, no OP. You do want to pull that EB with a little bit of 1201. Make sure that your ball guide is just through the hole, aimed center cup. If you want, you can use the EB rule full topspin method, which is P4 minus 35%. And you can only use that with EB7 and above. Real quick, before we move to 18, the curl on this drive. So that's our starting position at max extension, right? Right there on the right hand side, bullseye split in the rough. And then curl is here. So it's left curl till your center line is splitting the top tip of the triangle. Left curl, right? Just like that. Hole 18. For hole 18, we're going to be playing a sniper rough bump using a kingmaker. The adjustment for the drive is P0 plus 20% max, no push up, 5 top spin, 1 right spin, no curl, full controlled OP. You want to pull this one with a slight 1201. APOC 8 is red ring on the left rough. APOC 7 is 1/3 of the red ring in the left fairway. And then APOC 5 and 6 is 2/3 of the red ring in the left fairway, all at P3 max rest. All right, so we're going to be bouncing it over, rolling it out. So the second bounce should be hitting the rough and rolling out onto that little pad. We want to roll out. We don't want to roll out too long. If you roll out too long, then you could possibly get stuck between clubs. I do recommend that you pack a Goliath or a B52 for this hole, just so that you don't find yourself with a gap in your club selection that doesn't allow you to have the best opportunity at the drop, right? So pack a Goliath, pack a B52, P0, 20 max on the drive, no push up, full controlled OP, 5 top, 1 right. For the approach, it's P3 minus 10% at slider. We're going to be setting our slider to 25%. And we're going to do a bullseye splitting the green fringe line check to determine the adjustment that we need to make, right? So it can be anywhere between 1.3 to 1.5 topspin and 3 right spin. So we're always using 3 right spin. We're going to tweak the topspin as needed. so that the ball guide is just through the back of the cup. You want it to be through the back of the cup by about a cup. If you have it too far through the hole, you will come in hot and most likely bounce through it, right? If you don't have it enough through the hole, then you'll most likely stop short in line, right? Slight 1201 on the approach. Your plus yard tweaks are as follows. If you're at the +1 minus 0.2 from the adjustment, +2 is minus, +2 or +3 will be minus 0.1. If you're at the +4, that plays the regular P3 minus 10 at 25 slider. You're going to want to preset your slider to 25%. If you happen to hit the +4 on your check, perfect. You don't have to do any additional adding or subtracting. If you are at the +5 or the +6, you'll add 0.1 to that adjustment. +7 or 8 adds 0.2, and +9 will add 0.3 to that adjustment. There are some wind angles in play here. If you have the more tailwind, you'll be pointing more towards the mound on the left-hand side, and we recommend that you give it 1 click of OP. If you have the more crosswind, which is just right of the little mound, then we recommend that you give it 1 click of left curl. If you look in the picture right now, there is a mound in the back to the left. There's a big rock to the right with a plant in the middle, right? And that's what I'm talking about. If you're on the mound to the left, you've got the tailwind. You'll need 1 click OP. If you are just right of that, kind of between the rock and the mound around that plant, that'll be your crosswind angle, and you'll need 1 click of left curl. Anywhere else should be good. Just pay attention. We have seen some oddball wind angles in these last few tournaments, and some very, very heavy wind angle changes. So it is possible for you guys to see a wind angle that we never saw. So just keep an eye out. If you see some sort of crazy angle that you ain't never seen before, my recommendation, bang it up on the green, take your easy eagle, don't chance it, and live to fight another day. I wish you all the best of luck in your rounds. I hope you go forth and grab yourself some banners. I will be back for the weekend round to do the front 9 holes and any additional changes to the back 9 shots here. Like, I'll probably go back over hole 15. I know I'm going to go back over hole 17, and there may be a couple of other shots that I plan on adding along the way. So we'll try and give you more options. We'll try to get them out a little sooner. We just had some real life stuff going on, so wasn't able to get everybody on board today. So it was a little bit slow and a little bit late to get this stuff out. But rest assured, we'll be there. We'll put it out. We'll try and do the best we can to help you grab those banners. Good luck. See you in the next round.